I just want to take a few minutes to talk about the Democratic convention last night in Charlotte and how they're relating to people. First of all, to God be the glory. I'm going to do that. I'm going to give the Father some praise, praise God. Now, just to take a few of your precious minutes. Michelle, the First Lady, spoke last night, and she gave a very exhilarating and energizing speech relating to the people, how her and Barack started out. See, that's how you relate to people. You have to touch people. We can't be so high, so to speak, that we forget the everyday working people. You touch people hard. It was very energizing, and she said that one of the president's fondest memories of what a table that he found in a trash container, so to speak. And I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I just want to say this, but the speech was good. And another thing I'd like to say is make room for another political party. See, what we're doing now, what we have here now, is a lot of these speeches, especially coming from different parties, I'm not going to call any names, have a lot of racial undertones and make a lot of sly derogatory statements are being made. All we're doing is tearing this country apart, and I hate to see this. I've never seen what's going on now, and it's disgraceful to every American walking, white or black. We fought too hard. We've been in many countries. I had a lot of my countries been in every major world war there was. We fought too hard to come to such a disgraceful, low political exhibitions that you're seeing here now. This is just disgusting. You know what I mean? We want this country to be better. So I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I'm going to tell you I'm not voting for Mitt Romney. I don't mean any harm, but I'm not voting for Mitt Romney. Now, let me tell you what. Now, the Massachusetts governor, Deval Patrick, I think I'm pronouncing it right, please forgive me. He said by the time Romney left office, Massachusetts was 47th in the nation on job creation. Well, that's the same thing Ron Paul said. You see, the RNC, they blocked Ron Paul from speaking. See, I like a lot of Ron Paul views. I really do. Not all his views, but I like a lot of Ron Paul views. Now, out of the Republican Party, I'll vote for him. That man stood up there, and I knew that you understand. When you start speaking honest, they don't want you. I don't care who you are. And he also said, Governor Patrick also said, Romney made deep cuts in education, more than any other state in America. That's disgraceful. When you cut education, especially public schools, where are people going to go to get educated? Well, where are you going to go? You don't have any money to go any private schools, and they know this. Always remember, poverty breeds crime. So does being undereducated. Where are you going to go? Everything is computerized. So we have to be extremely careful who we're voting for. And another thing, I'm worried about what I'm seeing now. We see more hatred in America than ever before. So I'm saying, but Governor Patrick made an outstanding speech. Like I said, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. But I do not like what I'm seeing. But the speech that he gave was very exhilarating, empowering. You know what I mean? And the things that he said about Romney, basically, somewhat almost what Ron Paul was saying, but nobody was listening, but a few. I'm going to tell you, Mitt Romney is dangerous. Him and his Swiss bank accounts and his accounts in the Cayman Islands or wherever they are. That man is dangerous. He has some dangerous economic... Let me tell you, in our area right here, 5 major factories were closed over 5 years ago before Obama took office. Now I'm gonna just tell you the truth. And who was that? It wasn't Obama. That was before he took office. But I'm gonna tell you something else. Obama made some laws that are He signed the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act. You know, these people are stomping out the Constitution. That's your constitutional right. Now you have to be extremely careful of what you say on YouTube. They can arrest you and put you in military prison and without question, and they have a legal right to do it. That's just some of the things that the National Defense Authorization Act is all about. You can't even meet, actually, but he said he'll never enforce that law. But that's a very jacked up law. That stamps out, you know, the first 10 amendments of the Bill of Rights. That cuts into the Bill of Rights also. It rips up the Constitution. So I don't like what he did there. But, you know, getting back to what I was talking about, it was a very exhilarating speech. See, if you have to relate to people. But what I hate, what I'm seeing is they're tearing America apart. They're playing one off against the other. Black against white, poor against rich. And that's not what the founding of America was about. It was founded on Christian values. You know what I mean? And what we're seeing here is now they're tearing apart and giving tax breaks to billionaires and millionaires. It hasn't worked yet. All I'm saying is we have to be extremely careful who we're voting for. I'm tired of seeing our people torn apart, jobs outsourced, people lying on one another. I just hate that. It's disgraceful. All I'm saying is, God bless you folks, and I just hope that you ask the good Lord to help you to make the proper choice and vote and make the best choice. Someone that will help the country and bring us together instead of tearing us apart. And we do not need any more wars anywhere. Even Ron Paul said it. What the heck you going to? The United States is not the police force of the world. You do not have the right to go in other people's countries and try to take them over for their natural resources under the guise that you're trying to bring freedom to people. That's a lie. We can't. This country we're not supposed to be turning it into a plutocracy. In other words, a business instead of a country run by the people. God bless you all. Say your prayers.